We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. It's caught at the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Touchdown, Chargers! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. On the return, Phillips. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out, and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Carr. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Carr. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. DeAndre Carter back deep. Taken in at the 22. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Herbert now. He finds his target, Allen. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, They're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Touchdown! Josh Palmer from 3 yards out. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Again, Herbert finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Herbert operating from the red zone. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Eckler going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Palmer with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Well, let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Slant to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd down and 5. Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Herbert off of play action. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Allen's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Throwing now is Carr. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
On 2nd and 10, Carr got an open man, Keelan Cole. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams, 54 yards. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Herbert on first down now. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Justin Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To the air again, Herbert. The quick slant caught. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 22.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 41, Herbert. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, That's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Open man is Palmer. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Carr now on first down. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now Carr. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Austin Johnson gets the sack defensively.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Carr now to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Carr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Carr going to get this to Jacobs. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a play fake. Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now Carr again. It's caught inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 87 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Herbert will drop this one off to Eckler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
4 yards remain for second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. They'll go up the middle with White. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfrow. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It'll go. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On play action, now Carr. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Carr. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. Let's let it work.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Going up top. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. It's caught. This is White. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Nice little juke. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 105 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 36, Herbert got his man. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Herbert operating from the red zone. Open man is Palmer. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Austin Eckler. And the Chargers will add to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Here's Carr. Finds White.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here.
Now Carr.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.